Hi, I'm going to start this video now. We're doing CoderZ Adventure, Crystal Crater. This video is going to start with Mission 8. I'm going to use my Explore screen. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to get started. Now, the first thing you have to notice here is that our robot is at an angle. So instead of driving forward first, we are going to have to make a turn first. So I'm going to get my turn. I'm going to set my angle. And I'm going to get my data block. And how do we know what to set our angle at? I'm looking right here, and it's actually telling us that it's 40. So you kind of have to know your angles. We're lucky here that they give us the angles. But if you were writing code and you were trying to turn a robot, you would have to figure this out for yourself. So after it turns 40 degrees, let's see, it'll be to the right. So I better change this. We're going to go forward by 5. So on other coding programs that we've used in class, we didn't have to add this data block each time, but every coding program is a little different. So now that we've gone, these two blocks should take us to right here at this corner. So remember what we did last time? We actually added these two together. Well, this time we're going to have to subtract to figure out what our angle is. So I'm just going to actually duplicate that turn block so I don't have to click the set angle and get the data block out. So now we're turning left though. So 100 minus 40 is 60. So that's what this is going to be. So when you get down to this angle, you're going to have to subtract it also. I'm going to let you finish up this mission, and I'm going to go on to mission 9. Well, you know what? Let's run what we've got here first. I want to make sure it's right. Okay, good. So you're right here, and all you have to do is finish up the last, it looks like 3 blocks. So now we're going to go to mission 9 of Crystal Crater. All right, I'm going to get my Explore screen. Zoom in a little bit if you can. So now they're not telling us the angles. Well, not all the angles. We have to figure out what this one is. But it's probably going to be pretty easy. They're not making it very hard for us. So we're going to drive forward 2. We have to figure out what this angle is. We're going to turn left. We're going to drive forward 2, and then we're going to turn right at 60, and then we're going to go forward 3. So I'm going to let you figure most of this out here, but I'll get you started because this one I don't think is very hard. So get your data block out. Now you know you have to turn to the left. That's the angle you're going to have to figure out. And you're going to, whoops, I didn't even put my drive forward there. That's 2. I'm going to duplicate this block to make it easy on myself because I know I have to drive forward 2 right here. Now I haven't set this angle yet. I'm going to let you do that. I have to turn right here by 60. It tells us that. And then the last thing we have to do is drive forward by 3. You know what? I'm just going to, if I can get off of that, duplicate this block, drag it down, change the 2 to a 3. Now you're going to have to set this angle, and I want you to do that on your own. And I'm going to go on to mission 10. All right, in mission 10, you're going to have to get around the roadblock here. So again, they haven't told you what this angle is. So that's going to be a little bit harder, but you can figure it out, I'm sure. But I'll get you started. So we're going to go forward, it looks by 1. Now, I often take this step by step. As you get better at coding, it becomes easier, as I'm sure you've learned. So I'm going to make a left turn, so I'll pull that block out for you. But I'll let you figure out what that angle is. After you figure out what that angle is, you're going to go forward by 2. I'm just going to duplicate this. And move forward by 2. Now the rest should be relatively easy for you. I took you up to here, except I want you to figure this angle out. The next thing you're going to have to do is try a number here. Now they've given you some hints, so try to use your hints. And then, and it looks like not, I would tell you, it looks like not quite a 90 degrees. So it looks like it's going to be under 90 degrees. So I'll give you a hint that way. And I want you to finish this mission. This was mission 10, and I'm going to go on to 11, the final mission. Now in this mission, they just give you all the answers, but I believe it's just all mixed up. Yep. Well, so, and they also give you these comments. So a comment is pseudocode. It's called pseudocode. It's just a fancy word for comments within your code to help you. It's like giving you a note, taking notes in your code. So it helps you just keep it all straight, especially when you start to get long code like this one. It can be very confusing. So from here, it says these are the angles. So these are all your angles. Down here, these are all your distances. So I'm going to click on Explore View. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And I can see here for sure that it's a 3. So I'm just going to put this data 3 in the first one. And then I have to figure out what this angle is. Now, this is a subtraction. I will tell you that. It's a subtraction. So you have to take 180 minus 35. And I know that's 145. So that is your second angle. So now I'm right here. I like to kind of keep my mouse where I'm at so that I can keep track, especially when I'm working with a long code like this. So now that I've turned, I have to go forward 4. Now I'm turning right again, and I'll be honest, this looks like the same angle right here. So I think it's 145 again. So now I'm right here and I'm going to go forward 4. I'm going to run this so that you can see where we're at. It does tell us that there's errors, of course. So I guess it won't let me run it until I have them all in. Well, that's kind of hard, but I'm going to do a little bit more for you, and then I'll let you finish. So technically, we're right here. And now I have to figure out what this angle could be. Well, I know it's not over 90. It's something less than 90. But it's kind of big. So it's less than 90. So I know it's not that. It's either 55 or 35. I'm going to try 35. So let's say that's right. I won't know till I get them all done. I'm going to have to go forward 2 now. Well, actually, there's a block right here, so I'm going to have to go twice that. Well, this distance looks just like this distance, so I'm going to say that has to be 4 because I need a 2 up here. So I'm looking at my whole code and making those decisions. There's 4. So now I'm here because I got to hit this button. So I've got to turn at another angle, and this angle does look the same as that angle. So I'm going to guess it's 35 again. All right, so now we should be here and going to a distance of 3. All right, so you've got some blocks left. I am going to let you finish this final challenge up, and I think you can do it. There's a few more blocks here. These are the angles, and these are the distance. So I don't think it should be too hard for you. All right, guys, good luck, and let's try to stay caught up.